Russian forces have again used 𝐑𝐲𝐛𝐚𝐫 kamikaze drones to hit enemy targets in Ukraine. Targets in the port of Odessa were hit ahead of Russia's announced withdrawal from the grain deal. In the Svatove sector, Russian assault groups launched an offensive and occupied a height near 𝐷𝐲𝐻𝐵. All attempts by the enemy to recapture the hill were foiled by concentrated artillery fire. Russian troops broke through the AFU defenses at the 𝐒𝐢𝐠𝐻 salient and are engaged in fierce fighting on the outskirts of the village. In an effort to prevent the loss of control over the village, the AFU command is redeploying additional forces to the area. The AFU launched a series of counterattacks southwest of Dubrova in the 𝐉𝐻𝐵𝐻𝐾 forestry. Russian servicemen repelled all attacks, forcing the enemy to retreat with losses to their original lines. After a tactical pause, the AFU resumed fighting in the Bakhmut sector and managed to break through close to Berkivka. The enemy was met with a massive artillery strike, after which the remnants of the advancing units retreated. To the south, after several days of active defense near Klishchivka, the Russian forces launched a local counteroffensive. As a result of successful actions, the AFU were knocked out of the previously occupied heights near the village. In the Vremivka sector, the AFU, without counting their losses, managed to gain a foothold near the Balka Hrusheva. Russian servicemen are holding the defense line north of Pryutna and are firing at the entrenching enemy. In the Orikhiv sector, attacks on Russian positions northeast of Robotyne continue unabated. Despite all efforts, the AFU are unable to make significant progress in the area and are suffering serious losses. In the Kherson direction, the AFU sabotage and reconnaissance groups again landed on Alexeyevsky Island. Russian artillery and aviation launch targeted strikes on the enemy landing force, preventing them from gaining a foothold.